All right, this is the fourth time I'm trying to get this video. My name is Zach. This is the channel Quest for Greatness, and this video is telling you what all we're trying to do here and what we're about. I need to explain to you before we begin how this whole thing started. It was me and Clayton, that's our behind the scenes guy. It's just a couple of us right now. And it was me and Clayton, sometimes you'll hear me refer to him as C, talking about, he was telling me about some videos he'd been watching with Casey Neistat. You can go check his channel out, he's got some good stuff. But he's about filmography in a lot of ways and being creative and so forth. And so Clayton wanted to do something with video. He's tech savvy, he's computer savvy, whatever. He knows that end. And to make the point, he's a CAD designer at the jewelry store we both work at. So we're at the store one day talking, and he's mentioning this interest. And I just sort of flippantly say, you know, I got a big mouth, so I can do the talking, you know, I can run my mouth. And that turned into, all right, maybe we should do this. Maybe we should try it. What would it be about? So I went home and talked to my wife and prayed about it. I actually had an idea when I talked to my wife, Laura, and presented it to her. She loved the idea, which that's a huge plus. And then I went to over to Clayton's house, talked to him and his family, and came up with the idea that, hey, look, me personally, I have a lot of things to improve on. I want to get better. And that's so much of what's advertised out there is how to improve everything from your diet to sleep habits to anything out there to make ourselves better. So I thought, what if I did a channel where I show this improvement and sort of take you along on a journey. It would benefit me in certain ways and maybe gain an audience, and it would just be sort of for fun. And then we started talking about being able to help people with this, and that was more intriguing than just shooting each other in the face with paintball guns. So maybe we could do something that would be relevant, but also something that would be interesting and would be useful to help to other people, to you guys who are watching this. So now I'm getting serious, and I can't see. No. The first part of this is to explain the channel. The first aspect of this playlist set, whatever we're going to call it, is the personal vlog. It's my personal quest for bettering who I am, my impact, how I define greatness, which for you, it's up to you. For me, it's up to me and my belief system. And so God will define greatness for me. And that's the idea behind the first set, or the first aspect of this channel, is for me to document, to have a vlog and let you see, first of all, the starting point, the goals, where I want to get to, how I'm doing along the way, the failures, the mistakes, the frustrations, the happiness, the joy, all those things. And hopefully that will inspire you in some way. Hopefully that will motivate you in some way, and you will be on your own journey, and we can interact, and you can comment, ask questions, whatever the case, or give me suggestions on certain aspects, because I got a lot of things to fix. Ask around, ask people that know me. I'm far from perfect. I'll always have a goal in front of me. So that said, it's not about theatrics, which is exactly why I'm sitting in front of a bland gray background. That stuff doesn't matter, and I'm not necessarily after that. Look, we want to get better. Clayton wants to be better at editing, at producing, at mixing this stuff together, making these videos more than just palpable, but entertaining. It's nothing wrong with that. It's like some preachers think, as long as you're throwing out the message and the good word, that you can just do it as bland as possible, and it doesn't work. So we are going to try to up the game. We're starting from scratch. He didn't know anything about doing this. I didn't do it. I didn't think it'd be that big a deal, but sitting in an empty room talking to a camera, starting off at least, was weird. Anyway, so we'll try to build that as we go, but theatrics isn't the point. Content is the point, and letting you see really who I am and what I'm about and where I'm going. And I hope it will make a difference for you. I really do. The benefit that I get from it in this vlog aspect of it, I know I'm rambling, but the benefit I get from this, and one of the reasons, the strong reasons why I thought about doing this, is because I get that much more accountability. At the time of this, we have 53 subscribers. And it is not about, in this sense of success, it is not about subscribers or likes or watch time or any other analytics. Those things are out the window when we didn't start this thing to make a bunch of money, to get to 1,000 subscribers, whatever the case. 53 people are paying attention to this, hopefully right now. And what can I do to help to influence those 53 people? I don't preach in front of 53 people on a weekly basis. That's a lot of people to influence. And I feel blessed and privileged to have that. So that's the point, but that's also 53 people that I'm accountable to. And I've already admitted some things. You can go back and watch some of the older videos and see things like me being a great starter and a horrible finisher, which Casey Neistat called a loser because I'm not a closer. But I got to be accountable. This doesn't work. This thing is stupid and doesn't take off if I don't produce to some degree, if I don't try. My fear of failure, you'll keep me accountable for that. But that's an aspect that's going to help me, and I'm asking you to help me with that. My wife is asking constantly, when are we going to see new videos? I have other people saying, look, you're going to have to start putting this content out on a regular basis. So anyway, that's one aspect. So one of the first things you need to know about me is I'm a Christian. I try to be a godly man, a godly human being, and I try to live by the Bible, plain and simple as that. What you see here is where I do some of my teaching, where I do some of my preaching as well from this podium. Not so much from that pulpit back there, if you can see it, because we're a small group. But it's family in a lot of ways. But this is what was missing. Not necessarily this, we'll get into that. But this aspect of my life is what I was planning on hiding somewhat and just sort of sprinkling in because it can turn certain people off. And so I was concerned about losing you before we even got started, because you'll think of this kind of stuff. You'll think of these kind of rooms and some of the misconceptions that come along with it. And it wasn't necessarily cowardice. I was trying to be the most effective, but it's just not going to work because it's not me, and it's not being real and honest about who I am. This is God is my motivation. He's the most important being in my life. That may sound completely foreign to you, and I understand that and respect it too. Your motivation could be then completely different from mine, but this is what works for me. And so I've got to start from this foundation, from this worldview, because it's my belief system. The second set is for my brothers and sisters. What's great about finally just getting over whatever fears and possible drawbacks of just being wide open with this thing as far as Christianity is that I can speak open and freely, and I can speak to you, those who are members of the body of Christ, and that makes us family. And what's wonderful is that doesn't matter where we are in the world, and there's so many great aspects of being family, but I can use this to encourage you. I can use this to motivate you. I can use this to teach you. I can use this to correct some misunderstandings, to answer questions, to do lots of things. And so that's the second aspect of this, is I want to serve you and use this as that ministry is overused in Christendom or in church circles. Everything's a ministry. If we go skating, that's our roller skating ministry. And if you got one, sorry, but we stick ministry on everything. The idea is to serve. So I can administer to your needs in some small way, maybe. So that's part two. Part three is for those who are not Christians, for those who don't believe. Everybody believes in something. And the beautiful thing about this life is you get to choose and I get to choose. And it's great if we can respect each other for it. What we see more and more is a lot of disrespect. But this third part is for you or for those who are not believers. Look, you're gonna have a blast because some of the stuff I say on here will make quote unquote church people not like me, religious people not like me. That's not the aim, but that's gonna happen. So I won't need you to stir the pot in comment section. I'll be doing some of that on my own. But if you wanna see a Christian, if you enjoy seeing Christians fall on their face, which some people do, then you're gonna see that here. What I hope to show you is somebody that's real. I hope to show you the truest side or the truest view of Christianity maybe that you've ever seen, and it's not what's painted out there, and it's not the picture that you often get. And I hope to show you that, and there'll be some surprises, I'm sure. And I hope to at least explain to you why I believe the way I do, and make sense of that, and to be open to listen to your side of things and have dialogue, because I enjoy it. I hesitate to use the word debate because that sometimes brings the wrong, brings the wrong ideas. I like to go back and forth. I enjoy people who don't get offended going back and forth. You can't do a lot of that through typing and so forth, but I enjoy maybe at times disagreement, because that's how you build, it's how you go places. Part of the problems in our society, in our country anyway, is that we're not dialoguing. We're just sitting around blasting each other and judging each other and classifying. And so the point is for you to be able to see inside, put me on the hot seat, if you will, and let me explain and see what you come up with. Let me show you why I'm motivated. Let me show you why this makes sense to me. Hopefully you'll open your mind and see the reasoning behind it, even if you don't agree with it, that you'll see the reasoning, and that you can respect it and maybe try it out for yourself. That would be ideal. That would be the best case scenario. But I'll get into more of that in the next video that comes out. So those are the three aspects: the personal vlog and this quest for greatness, the for the fam, if you will, the family, to be a benefit and a tool for members of the church, and for those who don't believe and disagree and don't claim Christianity, to help you and to motivate you. And look, once again, for those outsiders, for all of us that may disagree here, whether we're Hindus or whether we're Buddhists or whether we're Christians or whether we're atheists or whatever the case is, hopefully you're motivated to be better in some way, shape, or form. And that's really the core of this. And I hope that it will do well. All right, so let's wind this down. Look, I hope that you will subscribe. I hope that you will like the videos if they're useful to you. Give us some feedback to go on, and hit the notification bell so you can continue to get updates. Doesn't mean you got to watch every one of them. And I'm not sitting here with any misconceptions about who I am and why you would be interested, but the idea is to have a teaching tool that will benefit others. It does have benefits for me already, in the accountability at least, but consider sharing this, please. Consider sending these videos, some of them long, some of them short, to other people to help them out. And I hope to be able to give you an array of topics, an array of subjects that'll help. And the idea is not to grow a channel. The idea is to help people and to minister to people in different ways. And I'm sure you'll have opinions. Share them with us. Give us some feedback, some comments. Ask questions. Those help a lot too. And I'll be asking some questions of you for you to answer on your own as well. Buttons I don't even understand on these things. Hoping that I get the shot right. Could be up like this. I don't know. I'll figure this stuff out as I go. But this is Zach with the Quest for Greatness. I hope you're doing well. I hope you continue to improve. I hope I can help you, honestly. And I'm out.